We're starting to explore all the different fun stitches that the Husqvarna Viking Designer EPIC 2 has built in. And these are some amazing exclusive stitches. We're going to be working in menu L right now called the dimensional stitches. Now this is like a catch-all menu for quite a few different fun ones. And I'm going to show you how to kind of divide them out and figure out which ones are which. So when I see dimensional stitches, we're talking about stitches that are like an applique stitch, and it'll actually come up with the information for how to do it. But like I said, there's a tutorial for each of these different kinds so you can learn how to make them, because they kind of stop and you got to do something. So here are some different kinds. These are called pop-up stitches, and you notice that there's not anything here, but there is on the picture, and you actually add a small piece of like fabric or tulle that's been folded up, a little kind of origami for a 3D decorative stitch. Love those stitches. As we go a little further, we are seeing a group of stitches that are considered sequin stitches. These actually stop and you place a shiny sequin with a small hole in the middle into place and then continue on, and it taps the sequin in and onto your fabric. Lots of different combinations that are really quite fun to do. So one way to kind of figure out is to touch the question mark, the stitch, and it will tell you how to get it set up, what to do when the machine stops, and what to do once it starts again. But here's another way to go about. Go up to the sewing machine at the top center. That's the Joy OS Advisor, and we are going to go to dimensional stitches. So in here is where you'll find the step-by-step directions, but we are going to do a video on each of these so you can actually see me making these fun stitches. So one of those was applique stitches. So if you were to touch this, you're going to be taken to, and I've got this quite large here, so let me just bring up the 5 steps. They'll just hang out down here for a second. But what it does is when you go through the advisor, it pulls up just the applique stitches. So any of these 31 stitches on screen right now are stitches that are going to follow these directions, and they're not mixed in with all those other ones I just showed. So that's a benefit of using the tutorial area to do it. Plus, then you're going to have a little step-by-step, and again, you can make this bigger on screen, but what you're looking for is the video. So remember the little circle with the triangle in the middle, that means play. So as it starts to play the video, then you'll be able to watch and see how to set up the machine and what to do as the stitch starts and what to do when the machine stops. Because you actually have to take a piece of fabric. Here we go. Here, let's just watch a little bit of this. As it stops, then the needle stops down. The fabric's placed behind the needle, and then it continues on. I'm going to just fast forward this through. And I bet, there it goes. It shows you that once you're done, you do a little trimming and out comes the applique stitch. Kind of a fun raw edge version, but it's so unique. It's just amazing. Okay, so that's just a little quick how to. Again, if you want to get to those other stitches, go back up. We can look at the sequin stitches right here. Here's the directions for those stitches, and then again, only the sequin stitches are in place. So that's a quick overall overview of the dimensional stitches. So I can't wait to show you how these actually stitch out.